Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 1 o'clock news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Topsail where a search for a teenage swimmer is now entering its third day. We are working to get the identity of the teen from town officials, but we're told that many of them are out of the office today as North Topsail Beach police and fire were called to an ocean rescue at 484 New River Inlet Road at beach access number 4 on Wednesday. Now, as the tide was coming in, witnesses saw the teen struggling against a rip current and going underwater while trying to get to the shore. Town officials say no one was able to make it to the teen and all units began a search of the area. They searched the area with a drone for more than 2 hours with no luck. A fire department jet ski and boat, along with a Coast Guard helicopter, all searched until after dark. On Thursday, they ramped up efforts at daylight on the beach area for several miles, along with drone flights, but could not find the 17-year-old. Beach safety was a topic of conversation last summer after a teen went missing in July, and their body later washed ashore at Camp Lejeune several days later, according to officials. Now, we also want to highlight weekend plans that are continuing to change across eastern North Carolina. And now, National Night Out for Jacksonville as well as Morehead City have been canceled. The Jacksonville Police Department has announced that its National Night Out, which was scheduled for tomorrow, has been canceled due to projected storms over the weekend. This is the Morehead City Police Department Community Night Out, which was scheduled for tonight, has also been canceled. Jacksonville says there's no rain date for their event, while Morehead City is looking at rescheduling their National Night Out event. And now for your weather forecast. Again, we continue to follow that storm that currently is developing along the coast of Florida. It's going to again bring a lot of wet conditions to eastern North Carolina through the entirety of the weekend, but more so on Saturday, which is why Saturday is the first alert weather day. We're going to have a combination of windy conditions, but more so increasing rain showers through the day. We'll start out with some spotty showers, but right now, this is a look at that area of low pressure. You can kind of see that swirling pattern just off the coast of Daytona Beach, a little bit south of Daytona Beach, actually. But that swirling pattern is going to push northward, and it's going to collect all of that moisture between us and Daytona Beach. There's quite a bit there. All of that is going to get shoved into eastern North Carolina through the next, give it about 2 days. More so Saturday, though, than Sunday. Right now, we are seeing a few light drops coming down across the coast, particularly the Outer Banks. We knew this would be a possibility, not a lot of rain. That pattern will, as you can see, expected to continue as we head through this evening. But more rain, the real rain tied to the area of low pressure, that really shows up as we wake up early Saturday morning. Now, if you wake up at 7, you'll likely see some rain showers across parts of eastern North Carolina, particularly if you're watching closer to the Crystal Coast. The farther south you go, the earlier the rain showers will show up. For those of you watching around the Albemarle Sound, rain may be sparse early on Saturday, but hold on, because as we head into your Saturday evening to Saturday night, that's when some of the heaviest showers will start to show up. It just gets heavier and heavier as we head through the day. But as we cross over from Saturday into Sunday, the rain will become more sparse. Still could certainly see some heavy downpours come down as this system moves northward. But the rain itself is going to be a bit more broken, allowing for a little bit easier kind of washer drainage rates, I should really say. The water may not pond as much on Sunday as what we'll see on Saturday night, but it is important for people to note if you're doing any driving Saturday night, you're going to be faced with, again, some heavy rain showers coming down, possible water, expected water certainly on some roads, but also windy conditions. Right now, winds already blowing at about 10 to 15 miles across many inland areas. As you get closer to the water, you're seeing 15 to 20 mile an hour sustained winds. 21 in Stumpy Point. Gusts right now getting, I would say, really actually holding steady. We've seen more of a 25 to 35 mile an hour gust range across the Outer Banks today, and that not changing at this hour. Air temperatures upper 60s, low 70s. Probably not going to get a whole lot warmer than what you're seeing outside right now, but through the weekend we will see more cloud cover and rain. But we'll also see a rise in humidity. That low pressure system will bring additional humidity to eastern North Carolina, which will help intensify some of those showers and storms as they roll in. Now, you'll note that low kind of breaks into pieces there. That's a signifier that the whole system will start to weaken as it moves over eastern North Carolina. Again, that's another reason why Sunday's rain is looking a little bit more sparse. But that cold front back over the mountains, that's going to do a lot of good for us. It's going to help sweep that whole mess out into the Atlantic through the day on Sunday and into Monday. That will leave us again with a drier forecast coming up next week than what we're going to experience for this weekend. I do want to highlight Saturday is a first alert weather day because of the rain and the wind combo, but more so the rain showers. For those of you watching along and east of Highway 17, anticipate 2 to 3 inches of rain, with some areas getting up to around 4 inches. Those of you watching on the western side of 17, anticipate 1 to 2 inches of rain. And if you are watching closer to the Virginia line, or areas around Roanoke Rapids, more ½ an inch to an inch of rain. The winds should be around 10 to 20 miles an hour sustained for inland areas. But again, on the eastern side of Highway 17, sustained winds could reach upwards around 20 to 30 miles per hour sustained, with gusts possible between 30 to 40 miles an hour. I don't think we'll see wind gusts above 40 miles an hour for areas not along the Outer Banks. Most of that wind energy right now, it's not looking like such a slam dunk as it was earlier in the week, as that area of low pressure is not going to get quite as strong over us as what we had initially anticipated. So again, Sunday looking a little bit better than Saturday, but still it's going to be wet and windy out there. Monday and Tuesday we lose out on the rain showers, the winds start to die down, and then once we hit Wednesday, it's sunny skies, calmer conditions, and very comfortable autumn temperatures. Going to feel quite nice out there. That's all we have time for today's 1 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at 2 o'clock. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful Friday.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by Supreme Choice.